Dallas Cowboys star Micah Parsons is one of the fastest pass rushers in NFL history. He should use that speed to run away from Dallas as fast as possible. The big off-season debate has been whether Parsons is worth signing to a massive contract for the Cowboys. The question should be, is playing for Dallas and probably not winning a Super Bowl worth it for Parsons? When Myles Garrett demanded a trade away from the Cleveland Browns earlier this off-season, everyone understood that he didn't want to waste his Hall of Fame career on a non-contender. The same logic applies to Parsons. Garrett chose the money and will likely be remembered as a great player who never won. Parsons, who has one more year on his rookie contract, is at a crossroads and can choose another path. The difference between the Browns and Cowboys isn't as significant as it used to be. Both teams have won the same number of Super Bowls this millennium. Trading for receiver George Pickens shouldn't change the calculus for Parsons. If anything, it increases the possibility of a complete implosion this fall, if not sooner. Last season, Dallas waited until August 27 to sign CeeDee Lamb to an extension. Dak Prescott signed his last extension in September of 2023. If history repeats itself, Parsons isn't getting a deal before late August. Other players are possibly up for new contracts, like offensive lineman Tyler Smith and cornerback Darren Bland. The potential for a messy training camp is high. The biggest potential for controversy just arrived on a plane from Pittsburgh. Pickens' contract ends after this season. Will he sit quietly if he doesn't get enough targets in head coach Brian Schottenheimer's offense? He's spoken out against the offensive coaches in Pittsburgh about his usage in the past. That's when he was the number one receiver. Pickens will have to take a back seat to Lamb in Dallas. Schottenheimer grabbed headlines last week by moving Parsons' locker next to Prescott's. Does that mean Pickens is now both players' problem? Parsons doesn't seem to shy away from leadership duties, but he's a 25-year-old pass rusher. All of this seems like a messy situation for a young player who's trying to take the next step in his own right. Even when the Cowboys reached the playoffs 3 years in a row from 2021-23, they didn't feel like a cohesive unit, especially when things went poorly. Hard to imagine adding Pickens, who Steelers coach Mike Tomlin called immature, improving the chemistry.